Hi, my name is Desiree, and this is me celebrating my book, Stay at Home Calls for Poetry's book birthday. Yay! So today this video is games, trivia, and would you rather. So yay! So the games would be true or false, trivia, and would you rather. So let's get started. Though it is the book birthday when this video is being released, today is July 8th, 2023, and so I'm recording in advance just so I have this ready and so you can have just some fun as my book is celebrating its book birthday. So I think games make sense for a birthday as well as cake, but I don't think I'm gonna have cake today or on the 12th. But I forgot I do like to do a dessert for myself on the launch. Maybe we'll see if I find a dessert. But yeah, let's get started with the game. So first we're gonna do the true or false. And I have my notebook to remember the questions, but I'll put it on the screen for you to see visually. Okay. The first, true or false. I sent my collection to a publishing press, but got rejected and decided to self-publish. True or false? The answer is false. I just decided to self-publish my book, and I do talk about this more in my self-publishing mistakes part 3 that you can find on my channel. But yeah, no, this was me being inspired by other author tubers and starting to learn the publishing process, and I just went ahead and said, I'm going to self-publish this poetry book collection. I'm going to learn as much as I can. I'll make mistakes along the way, but I was excited. It was a thrill. And so I just learned and I went forth with it. It was during 2020 and 2021 that my collection was being created. And so, yeah. All right, let's see what the next true or false is. And so some of the questions will be about the book and some are just like general fun about me. So, as a writer, I don't keep track of word count. True or false? The correct answer is true. I do not keep track of word count. I sometimes keep track of chapters, but that's not even true. I just go by scenes. Like if I can write a scene, yay. If I can just get words down, yay. So I just write moments in my book and I just keep going that way. And then when I finish that draft, I go back in to correct and fill in plot holes or gaps that I have. And then I just keep working that way. I do not follow word count, because I think it would give me a headache and I think it's just too much for me to do. So yeah. Next, I did all the illustrations in my book. Is that true or false? The correct answer is true. I did do all the illustrations in my book. It involved me taking a picture and then using either PowerPoint or Word to transform that picture into a kind of illustration style, like losing all the color and then it being black and white. And then sometimes the way it converted, I would have to like outline or fill in some gaps so it looked well. But I did do the work myself. Would I do it again? That is a question. I don't know. It was an adventure. I think I was in the excitement of I'm creating a book. Yay. I'm going to do as much as I can. And so my momentum was kept at a good pace. But I don't know if I would do it again because it is a lot of work. At the same time, it was kind of fun. I just have to keep track of all the illustrations better. So I would do it more organized, hopefully, but I might do it again. But I have no clue when I'm going to publish another poetry collection because I'm currently working on different novels right now. So yeah. All right, next one. I drink tea every day. Is that true or false? The correct answer is false. I do not drink tea every day. I drink water every day. But no, I rarely drink tea. Maybe when I'm sick. Maybe I've only had it once where it was cold and it was a good flavor, and that was in the mall when they give you free tea samples, and so it was a cold tea. I think it was orange flavored, and I really liked it, but I never had it again. So yeah, I don't have tea often at all. And is this the last one? Hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, this is the last true or false question. I didn't start writing poetry until 2020. Is that true or false? The correct answer is false. I started writing poetry when I was in elementary school. A fun fact, it was my first form of creative writing. I think I started in 3rd grade and I took classes outside of school because my mom enrolled me in a summer program with poetry. So yeah, poetry started my journey with creative writing. And so I did not start in 2020. I started years ago. Yeah. All right, so now we're gonna move on to Would You Rather. And I like doing Would You Rathers. I tend to make it hard with my partner and with my brother sometimes and with friends. And so I don't know, it's just fun to just think of different extremes. So I do it with different family members or friends sometimes. So yeah, let's play Would You Rather. And you can answer too if you want to think about these questions for yourself, and you could tell me in the comments how you would answer. So would you rather write in the city or write in an outskirts area, kind of more in the mountains or something? Would I rather write in the mountains or would I rather write in the city? I think I would rather write in the city. I'm used to it, 1, because I do live in the city now, but 2, I think being in the outskirts or being in more of a remote area, it would be nice for a little bit, but then I would just feel like it's too quiet or I'm too alone. Even if I'm with like my partner or with my family living there, I just feel like it's too out of the way and not around enough. Like I want to be able to go to the market or walk around or just be around people, even if I'm not interacting with them, just for that, I don't know, feeling of society, I guess. So I don't think I could be a writer that writes in the mountains for like a long period of time. But of course, it's like something to experience, I feel like. But I think I would prefer the city more. Yes. That is my answer for right now. It could change years from now. Okay. Next, would you rather? Would you rather write poetry for the rest of your life or write only novels for the rest of your life? Even though I did just tell you that poetry was my first form, I think I would choose novels because creating other characters and telling stories that way comes to my mind more than poetry. And so I'd feel like I'd be missing out on so much of who I am as a creator if I chose poetry versus novels. So yeah, I'm going to choose novels for that one. Would you rather, and this relates to like themes or conversations or things I talk about in my poetry collection, would you rather have uncomfortable conversations or would you rather ask for help? And both are hard for me because I'm on my journey of learning how to have uncomfortable conversations, and I'm more aware of how I do need to ask for help, but I don't like the idea, or not the idea, I don't like to ask for help. I want to be able to figure it out on my own because it just makes me feel some type of way when I ask for help. And so I don't want to, but of course if I have to, I would, and I'm coming to terms with that. It is still a process for me to accept that, but I am learning more about like how I respond and how to process my need for asking for help sometimes. But I think my answer of would I rather have uncomfortable conversations or would I rather ask for help, I think I would choose having uncomfortable conversations, because usually the uncomfortable conversations are conversations that are still needed in order for me to know like where I stand with someone, or just to get something maybe off my chest and off my mind so I can continue with my day or continue with my week. So I think I would rather have uncomfortable conversations. The next one, and maybe the last one. Yes, the last one. Would you rather have to write every day at 7 a.m.? Oh, it's not the last one. Would you rather have to write every day at 7 a.m. or at 1 a.m.? So this is tough-ish too, because usually I try to go to bed by 12. It doesn't always happen and I end up going to bed at 1. But at the same time, it feels like with my body that I want to be able to write at night and then sleep more during the day and maybe wake up at 10, between 10 and 12. But I think realistically for my schedule and what I need to do during the day, that wouldn't work. But the idea of waking up at 7 a.m., that's too early for me. And then to write, I don't know if I could get in the zone. But I feel like the better option for me would be writing at 12 a.m., not 1 a.m. So this is hard, but I guess I would choose 1 a.m. rather than waking up and writing at 7 a.m. I don't think I would be able to do that. So I would rather write at 1 a.m. So that actually was the last question for the Would You Rathers. And so now we're going to do trivia. Okay, I only have one question for trivia, and I know that may sound disappointing, but maybe I'll add more if I have the time. If I don't, I hope it's at least a fun trivia question. All right, so was my first poem that I wrote for this collection Pied Beauty after Gerard Manley Hopkins? Was it Black Female Reflection? Or was it To Friendships Grown Apart, Part 1 and 2, combined originally, but then separated once the book formed more? So which one do you think was the first poem written for this collection? So the answer is Black Female Reflection. That was the first poem written, not necessarily for this collection, but it's what started the collection, because I wrote that poem, I shared it on my personal Instagram, and then it stuck with me for so long that I felt like it was having me think in different ways or try to express myself in different ways, and then other poems formed, and then the collection formed. So yeah, that is the answer to that question. If you have questions for me, you can definitely comment below. But yeah, this is me celebrating Stay at Home's book birthday again. This is my book and my poetry collection that came out 1 year ago today. And if you would like to purchase the book, you can get it as an ebook or a paperback. The links are below. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know which true or falses you got right. Let me know if you got the trivia right. And I'll see you next time. And don't forget, just write. Write your story and take care.